happen, you know, had everybody been well rested, and if it was a 3 out of 5, which adds this extra layer to the competition.
Right.
I mean, Armada went to Game 3 in a way more close set than we've ever seen before versus Axe, which is usually a 2-0 and a handshake.
Usually right. Usually that's pretty rough.
And Mewtwo King had a dominant performance versus Leffen, so I'm really excited to see those two guys match up.
Yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves,
you know, that used to be a wash. Mewtwo King could actually beat him, but yeah, this is Plup versus the Moon.
The Moon just took out Leffen.
Right. So 2-1. But you know, Plup, I think one thing about him is that while he does kind of do this thing where he plays a lot of Fox these days, I think he knows that this is just an easier matchup.
Did you see him miss that forward air?
Yeah.
Did you see him just run up to the Moon and kick him with Nair?
Yeah, I did.
This is a little bit of a
little bit maybe of the thing Fendi said.
Right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate.
A little bit of a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
A little bit of let me run at you and kick you.
I think Plup is overall playing pretty clean though. Oh my god, he got outspaced.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, wow. Excellent use of down air. That was like one of the farther hitboxes of the down air, so that was sick.
All right, yeah, that's a rough spot for Marth. Oh, good recovering forward air from Moon. Yeah, Moon playing some of the best I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen him in a top 8 major before.
No.
For that matter. He had the set with Mango last year, the Big House set where
he just got washed, right?
No. It was the Game 5, and he
Wait, really?
He misspaced, yeah, he misspaced tipper, and he got the weak forward smash, and he would have won if it was a tipper.
All right, well, forget me. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So he could, you know, he's shown us that he's capable of reaching that peak, but often he isn't quite there. But today it looks like he is, so. See what he's got here. I don't know if Plup touched the ground.
He definitely did.
You got it. Oh, he did.
I love that down air. Honestly, I love that down air because most of the time it sets up for a tipper forward smash, and even if it doesn't, then you have that follow-up.
You have the double dunk.
The moves where you slam them into the ground, they tend to have high hit stun.
Yes.
And so you can really pick your follow-up afterwards, especially when it's like if they're at high enough percent. So
yeah, for sure. Because they don't bounce up very high either. They can usually
exactly.
Falco, very similar setup. Oh my god, Plup with the SD. Is Moon going to take game 1 here over Plup?
Yeah, that's really rough. SDs in this game, you know, I don't know how to say it without saying something that sounds extremely obvious, but the only way that you lose stocks, or the only way that you lose in the game is if you lose your stocks. And, you know, recovery and edge guarding, these are all things that we talk about all the time because of how important it is, you know, to keep a stock lead, because that's like really the only unit of life that actually matters in the end of the day.
And there are for sure a lot of matchups where, you know, you'll get, especially like Marth matchups, you'll see Marth get floaties a lot and like high percents, but not quite be able to close out the stocks. So if you're giving away stocks with SDs, it's just extra brutal.
That's right.
And, you know, some people, they get in their own head, like, oh my god, I SD'd, I'm not playing too well, and you start doubting your own inputs. It's this whole thing.
Absolutely. By the way, just a little bit of background on these players. Plup got 3rd place last year.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's been on the cusp of, you know, a super ultra top player. He's been in the discussion for so long.
He beat EVO champ Hungrybox last year. He beat him in winners. And EVO, you know, Hungrybox had to make a huge losers run through top 8 to take the tournament. Is that going to be it? Yes.
Yeah, so when you excellent, you know, Plup able to claw back after that SD.
Yeah.
You know, basically lost a full stock, so he's got to be feeling good about his skill, you know, and his ability to beat the Moon.
Yeah.
But what this means for Plup is, you know, it's very, very important because he's, you know, trying to establish himself as, you know, this top 6, top 7, top 8 player in the world.
Right.
But I think that, you know, it's kind of showing like these that the only thing that ever sows some doubt, you know, sometimes, I don't know.
No, I hear you. On the flip side, though, I think with Plup, like, I think this is one of the easiest. Not that the Moon is easy, you know, I don't want to word it that way, but I feel like out of the remaining players in the tournament, I feel like the Moon might be the best draw for Plup.
Yeah.
And I feel like Plup also has this curse where he's kind of quote-unquote Mr. 5th place.
Yep.
So I think he also kind of knows he needs to step it up if he's running close games with the Moon, you know, if he wants to actually break that curse. He's going to have to play better than he did last game.
Yeah.
And certainly better than he is this game with Moon taking a commanding first stock with a temper forward smash. Oh, the spacing from the Moon right now.
At the same time, well, I hope that he's not thinking about it like that, though, you know? Because you're right, but at the same time, like, if you're thinking about how bad you need to beat the Moon to feel good about, you know, your rep or whatever, then anything that he's thinking about that's not the game
doesn't bode well. Yeah.
Right. The Moon, on the other hand, very much an up-and-comer. I feel like, you know, he's been in the scene for not very long. Yeah, absolutely, he's like the newest player out of our top 8.
Yeah, him and, I mean, I guess him and Plup. Plup's been fairly new school, too. Relatively speaking.
Yeah, and he's quite a character from New York. He's a funny guy.
He is a super funny guy.
And I love, whenever he talks about the game, he always talks about kind of learning the other player's habits and like playing against the other player in a way that's not really characteristic of the East Coast. Whoa, what was that forward B? Just forward B to turn around. That's super
that was nice. I think, the Moon does have that kind of old school sort of grip that doesn't belie how long he's actually been in the scene.
Yeah. Is that what 20 BC means, by the way? I've always wondered this.
I think it's like a play on 20XX.
Right.
Hax is 20XX.
And they're saying that they're from the past.
Well, I think it's
like
just
old
Marth,
school.
because Marth is a knight. He uses a sword. I think that's
And
all it is.
He's from the past?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one I really like is the Moon's doubles partner, DJ Nintendo, who wears 20 AD. Which is like, all right, I'm in the future, but I'm not really that far in the future. I'm actually only 40 years in the future from 20 BC.
Yes.
If you do the math. Because he's like, well, I'm playing Fox, but I kind of have this weird, janky, old school playstyle.
He definitely does.
Yeah, that's how I interpret that. Oh!
Yeah, that was an awesome up air.
That was Plup with a combo extension that I think most Sheiks just would not have done, because they're like, oh, I can get him off stage. And Plup just milking the combo for as much as it's worth.
Moon gets down. Oh, no, he doesn't
God.
quite get down. He hit him with the forward air, but then got slapped.
Yeah, Plup ready with the counterattack.
And EVO, even in this late stage in the game, this is a best of 3 set. And so Moon playing for his tournament life right now in top 8.
Yeah, Scar, can you remind me when we go into best of 5?
I can. I might not be correct. I believe it's winners, losers, and grand finals.
I think so too, yeah. I think so too. Is that
That's
it?
gonna be
Okay. Plup takes the
Plup
set
advances on.
over the Moon. The Moon
So
out
he's now in 5th place territory. So
Yeah, he is. And the
Moon
Moon,
getting
very,
7th.
very respectable.
Oh my
place.
God,
I think
yeah.
that is probably the best placing he's had.
Absolutely.
At the Super National. which
Yeah, it's a
EVO
huge
certainly-
deal. Yeah. And
Beating players like Ice.